Now it's time to install the turn signals. These are actually the rear turn signals, and these are pretty sweet because they also came pre-wired, not like old school where you had to wire everything yourself. Now the wire gets fed through a bolt on the bottom, and what this is going to do is, the first thing we have to do after we get it all adjusted is we need to put it through the bracket on the go-kart. So the bracket's going to go right there. Now once it's on the bracket, how it stays there is on the wire you got your washers and nuts. So it's going to go ahead and go on the bracket, and then we're going to go ahead and tighten it up. And the only thing you have to watch out for is make sure that this is pointed perfectly backwards towards the rear so people can actually see that you're turning. And once it's all mounted nice and secure, we have to plug it in, and since it's pre-wired we don't have to connect any wires. Just go ahead and plug this in the plug from your electrical box and you'll be good to go. So now I'm going to show you guys where to install the rear turn signals, and I'm also going to install the front turn signals while I'm at it. Now these brackets right here on the rear of your go-kart is where the rear turn signals go. So here's how you install this. Once you get it out of the box, go ahead and feed the wire through the split on your bracket and push the bolt through the hole right there. Now all of your nuts and bolts, bolts and washers and nuts, that's what I'm trying to say, nuts, bolts, washers, nuts, tomato, tomato, are going to be on your wire, so just go ahead and tighten that on your nut. There we go. Now before you tighten it, you probably want to stand behind it and make sure that this turn signal is facing directly backwards. But I'm just going to eyeball it. Looks pretty good to me. And on mine, I don't think this is actually metal, I think it's plastic. So whenever you have anything plastic that you need to bolt on, make sure you don't tighten it too hard or else it will crack. We're going to crack this right now. I'm scared I'm going to crack it. Easy Bessie, easy Bessie. There we go. So this is nice and snug, it ain't going anywhere. And now what you have to do, the last step, is connect the wiring from your electrical box, which is right here, to the wiring on your turn signal. So go ahead and snap those together. There we go, and it should be able to work now. Now the only other thing is, you guys probably noticed, all this slack right here. To get rid of the slack, probably the easiest way is if you just bundle it up like this, stick it to your frame, and then take a zip tie and zip it around here. Then it's pretty much going to keep your electrical from hanging down, because not only is this really ugly looking, but you don't want it like hitting the muffler or something, because that's going to burn through the rubber insulation and ruin your wire. So again, anytime you have slack, just go ahead, bundle it up, and zip tie it to the frame, and it'll be good to go. Now for the front turn signal, exact same method. I already plugged it into the wiring. So now sift your wire through, slide your bolt down, and then put your washers on, and eventually your nuts. Now this one's kind of a pain because this bracket I can hardly fit my fingers into. Hopefully I can get a wrench into it. Go ahead and tighten that. Before you do, make sure it's perfectly facing forward. And sorry if you hear like a dog barking and an old guy mowing his lawn. I want to go tell him to stop while I make a video, but I'm not that mean. There we go, perfect. So now do this exact same thing on the other side, and also the rear turn signal on the other side. And once you hook everything up, you'll be good to go. Just don't forget to tie down your slack from the wire. And of course, well, thank you guys for watching, and make sure, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest and greatest videos.